No, the wicket looks fantastic. Seems a great wicket. We're talking about something completely other than the match wicket.
Yes, sir. Take your question, please. Yeah.
Kumar, could you bring us up to date with the fitness of your squad, please?
Yeah, well, we've got a few injury worries, but I think we've flown in a bit of cover for the people injured, and we'll make ongoing assessments as the day goes along and make a final decision by this evening as to who's fit enough to play and what the combination of the side is going to be.
Yes, sir.
Well, it's hard to pinpoint anything. They're a pretty good side. You know, they've always been the favourites to win this tournament, and they've got to the finals. So everyone will be looking at the Indians to keep doing that and keep playing as well as they have.
Yes, sir. Can you take a question, please? Can you move the mics faster, please?
Well, I don't think we're underdogs as such. I think we're a pretty good unit. But, you know, we have to understand the fact that the Indians for the last year to 2 years have been tagged as the favourites by almost everyone to win the World Cup. So I'm sure they'll be looking at themselves as favourites too. We're just going to come here tomorrow and play as well as we can.
Okay.
Kumar, any lessons from 4 years ago you can take into tomorrow's game?
Well, it's hard to say. 4 years ago we were outdone by a fantastic innings by Adam Gilchrist. Hopefully we won't allow a repeat of that, but even if that does happen, you know, we've got to have the mental aptitude to adjust and get back into the game. So I think it's basically a lot to do with how we approach it and what our attitude's going to be come tomorrow.
Yeah, take a question. It's yours. Yeah, it's yours. Take.
Well, it's, you know, everyone's excited, but it's nice to see that it's kind of a controlled excitement. You know, everyone's relaxed, having a laugh, but also you can see that, you know, there's a kind of that steely determination behind all of that, knowing what a big job comes our way tomorrow. World Cup finals are a huge occasion, so it's pretty tough to you know, try and do too extra or too much. Really, we just want to hold on to what we have and do what we know we can do. Oh well, it means everything. You know, we've come through a very tough period. A lot of people have laid down their lives for our country, and in this new future, hopefully we can take home a World Cup, and that'll be you know, even more occasion for celebration.
Kumar, quarter-final and semi-final in front of your own fans at the Prima Dasa Circuit. It's in front of you.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
This would be a totally, you know, almost hostile away home support for the Indians, and you guys are going to have maybe, I don't know, a few hundred lucky Sri Lankans here. What will that be like, not having that massive support that you've enjoyed for the most part of the tournament?
Well, it cuts both ways, I think. You know, playing in front of your home crowd adds to the excitement and the passion and the pride that you feel, but also, you know, the weight of expectations when you feel that entire crowd looking at you to do everything right is also tough. So, you know, we of course would love to have played at home, but that's not the way it is, and we've accepted that, and we're trying to make use of whatever conditions that are out there for us. And I'm sure the Indian crowd's always going to be appreciative of a good game of cricket.
Gentlemen, just give us about 10 minutes. I'm going to give the local media to ask their questions in Sinhala, if you don't mind, so I can finish the span off. Thank you, sir. Would you mind taking your question?
Sangha, ආයතනතාවක් කවුරුද හතරකට පස්සේ අපිට අවසාන මහතරගයට අවස්ථාව ලැබිලා තිනවා. කොහොමද කණ්ඩායමේ සූදානම සහ විශේෂයෙන්ම මානසික ශක්තිය මොන වගේද කණ්ඩායම මේ තරගයට මුහුණ දෙන්නේ? ඒ වගේම චමිත වාස් සහ සුරජ් රන්දිත් කණ්ඩායමට ලැබලා ඉන්නවා. ඒ කාරණා දෙක සම්බන්ධව අදහස්.
ඔව් මම හිතන්නේ මානසික සූදානමත් මම හිතන්නේ ක්‍රීඩාවට තියෙන සූදානමත් ගත්තාම ඉතාමත් හොඳයි. මේ වගේම සුරජ් රන්දීප් සහ චමින්ද වාස් අපි අපේ ආබාධිත ක්‍රීඩකයන්ට ආදේශක ක්‍රීඩකයන් හැටියට ගෙනහල්ලා තියෙනවා. නමුත් ඔවුන් ඇත්තටම අපිට ආදේශ කරන්න වෙයිද කියන එක අපි හැන්දෑවේ තමයි තීරණය කරන්නේ. ඉතින් කණ්ඩායමේ සියලු දෙනාම ඉතාමත් උනන්දුවෙන් බලන් ඉන්නවා හෙට වෙනකම්.
ගන්න.
Kumar 2007 වසරේ ලෝක කුසල කණ්ඩායමේ ශ්‍රී ලංකා කණ්ඩායම අවසන් තරගය. මෙවර ශ්‍රී ලංකා කණ්ඩායමට හැකියලා තියෙන අවසන් තරගය බලමු. මේ හැම අවස්ථාවකම ශ්‍රී ලංකා ජනතාව බලාපොරොත්තු වන ලෝක කුසල ලංකාවට ගෙනෙන්නේ. මේ බලාපොරොත්තු සහගතව ඉන්න ශ්‍රී ලංකා කණ්ඩායම ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ ජනතාවට ඔබ මේ ලෝක කුසල සම්බන්ධයෙන් මොන වගේ පණිවිඩයක්ද ගෙනියන්න බලාපොරොත්තු
වෙන්නේ? මම හිතන්නේ හැමදාම කියපු දේ තමයි කියන්නේ. අපි ඉතාමත් ආඩම්බරයෙන් තමයි මුළු ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ සියලු දෙනාම නියෝජනය කරන්නේ ක්‍රිකට් පිටියේදී. ඒක අදටත් වෙනස් වෙලා නැහැ. අපේ බලාපොරොත්තුව අපේ සිහිනය තමයි මේ ලොකු කුසලන දිනා ගන්න එක. ඉතින් අපි ඒ අරමුණ මුදුන් පමුණවාගෙන උපරිම අධිෂ්ඨානයෙන් උපරිම උත්සාහයෙන් හෙට ක්‍රීඩා කරන්න තමයි බලාපොරොත්තු වෙන්නේ. Well, I think it's just the occasion to use the occasion to lift yourselves. I think the World Cups bring out the best in players, sometimes the worst. And I think, for us, tomorrow is going to be about just controlled aggression, not being too emotional about anything, trying to be clinical, trying to stay grounded and in the moment, and just take things as they come. You can plan and strategize as much as possible, but, things can change out there in the middle. Be fluid and, do what we know we can do.
Yes, Rex, can you ask it louder because I know you don't have a mic there.
Well, Angelo's one of our very important players. He's picked up an injury, and we'll make an assessment today. But if he's not there, he's not there. And the player who replaces him will consider it even a big opportunity to do well for his country, in this magnificent occasion. So we'll make an assessment today and make a call on that.
Yes, sir. Your question.
Kumar, there's been a lot of talk about such a party.
Well, I don't think we're out here to spoil anything. I think everyone understands, the importance of scoring runs in a final, whether it be Sachin or anyone else. 100's the first time a player's going to get there, I think, internationally. So I think it'll be, all of that adds to the expectations for a World Cup final. Our job is to ensure that, the Indian team doesn't score too many runs or doesn't get close to our target if we happen to bat first.
Your question, sir. You without a mic. I'm sorry.
Oh, sir. So how much inspiration the Sri Lankan skipper draws from the 1996?
Well, I think the inspiration's always been there since day one. Everything that's come afterwards has been, because of that causative factor. For us, 1996 is that particular year that belongs to that particular team. Since then, there have been other teams trying to forge their own way, trying to forge their own, path and leave their own legacy for Sri Lankan cricket. So I think Sri Lanka has kicked on from that, achieved, great heights in cricket. And a World Cup's a World Cup, be it 96 or 2011. It means the same thing to everyone to win it.
Yes, sir.
Sangakkara, in recent past, most of the India and Sri Lankan players have played each other in different formats and different places and different conditions. So do you think in this game, the batsmen, they are going to take the bigger part?
Well, it's hard to say. I think in modern day cricket, every aspect of the game is important. Batting, fielding, bowling. Our main strengths have always been our bowling. So